Hello everyone and welcome to the Fellowship event 2025 in Forge of Empires. This event first ran on the beta server where it collected plenty of balancing adjustments. And as usual, most of those adjustments felt less like balance and more like the developers tightening the screws on players. Rewards shifted, costs went up, the usual beta roller coaster. Now the event arrives on live servers. Will it be exactly the same as beta? Maybe, maybe not. Inno likes to keep a little mystery between test and release, so don't be shocked if some numbers or tasks look different once you're in the middle of it. But the core remains the same. You'll be producing provisions, moving them with your trusty carriage, and trying to keep your banquet running smoothly while chasing rewards. The mechanics are layered, the prizes are tempting, and the grind, well, let's just say it wouldn't be Forge of Empires without it. So, polish up your banquet plans and let's see what this year's feast really has in store. Part 1. Mechanics. Entering the feast. Click the event banner and behold, the kingdom map opens before you. To the left stands the banquet hall, polished and smug, with your loyal horse carriage parked outside. Across the river sit the shops waiting for your command. The Spices Emporium, Juice Emporium, Farm, Bakehouse, and the prestigious Gourmet Butchery. Your new role, forget ruling an empire. You are now head caterer. You order shops to produce provisions. You twiddle your thumbs until production ends. Then you must click to collect them, because in Forge of Empires, nothing is real until you press a button. Goods go into your satchel, then onto the carriage, and finally across the bridge to the banquet hall. Overseers, middle managers in funny hats. Of course, clicking endlessly would get old fast. Enter the overseers, your glorified middle managers. Pay them in gemstones, and they'll automate the grind. The trick is in how you level them. Keep the carriage and the banquet hall overseers higher, since they control how much actually moves and gets counted. The shop overseers? Upgrade them only enough so your carriage always leaves full. Anything beyond that just piles up useless stock. Think of it as medieval logistics. The horse sets the pace, not the spice rack. Tasks and banquets. At the top of your screen, 3 tasks are always waiting. Complete one, and it's replaced by another until you finish the banquet stage. Every task rewards you and pushes you closer to the grand prizes. When a stage ends, you hit the mighty Next Banquet button and advance. At that moment, 6 treasure chests appear. One is free, the rest are locked behind gemstones. Open all 6, and you get a shiny bonus prize. Of course, each chest costs more than the last, because nothing in this world inflates faster than chest prices. The first banquet is merciful, just 1 million provisions. After that, the requirement skyrockets to 8.4 quadrillion. Yes, quadrillion. You'll feel less like a city builder and more like the manager of an interstellar economy. The currencies, because nothing's free. Let's talk about the true lifeblood of this event, the currencies. And because one is never enough, you'll be juggling 2 of them. First, the ever-present gemstones. These are your main currency, earned from completing quests, logging in daily, and, if luck is feeling generous, through city incidents. Yes, those little sparkle spots that appear around your city can sometimes cough up gemstones. Most of the time you'll find pocket change, but once in a while you might hit the jackpot with 200 gemstones from a single incident. It's like finding 20 bucks in an old coat pocket, but shinier. And then there are the sacred seals, the big new deal for 2025. You earn them from certain tasks and from opening banquet chests. Their sole purpose? to be spent at the Bard's Bazaar, where our loot-strumming friend is more than happy to trade them for fragments, buildings, and historical allies. Basically, gemstones keep the banquet running, while sacred seals are your backstage passes to the Bard's personal pawnshop. Boosters. Temporary miracles. To make this marathon survivable, you'll get boosters. Use them wisely, or waste them and regret everything. The King's chronometer leaps production ahead by 2 hours. The Royal Seal of Advancement instantly upgrades an overseer without costing gemstones. The Monarch's Edict of Provisions reduces the amount needed for the next banquet. One-time miracles, all of them. Don't expect refunds. Rival challenges. Enter the Baron. Just when you thought you were safe, the event drags in its favorite nuisance, Baron Alaric Ironsoul. He's back again with rival challenges, strutting around in that heavy fur coat of his. Yes, a coat. Not armor, not a regal cape, just a shaggy statement piece that screams, "I raid villages, but I also get cold easily." The Baron's challenges are tough, and the rewards are tempting enough to make you endure his drama. But rival challenges are a whole saga on their own, full of extra mechanics and headaches. Too much for this banquet walkthrough. That's why there will be a separate video just for the Baron and his fashion-forward nonsense. For now, just remember, he's coming, he's difficult, and his wardrobe choices are still questionable. Leagues, competitive clicking. Your progress isn't just tracked quietly. No, it's broadcast to everyone in event leagues. Perform well and you climb to silver, gold, earning better rewards. But beware the final hours. That's when desperate players dump gemstones like gamblers in a last-minute frenzy, and suddenly your proud gold rank slips into bronze while you were in the kitchen making coffee. The Bard's Bazaar. Now, La pièce de résistance, the Bard's Bazaar. This is the big new feature for 2025. Throughout the event, you'll earn sacred seals from tasks and chests. These seals are your golden tickets into the bazaar, a marketplace where the bard strums his lute and pretends this is all about honor and glory. In truth, the bazaar is a pawn shop with better music. Here, you can trade your hard-won seals for special buildings, upgrade fragments, historical allies, and more. The bard keeps singing as if you're part of some great epic, but really you're just haggling for digital furniture. Part 2. Rewards. The Mercantile Crossing. Star of the show. At the center of the Fellowship event sits the Mercantile Crossing, a proud 6x4 evolving building. At first, it's something more humble, but by level 10 it transforms into the Mercantile Way Station, complete with flashy animations and a rare military ally room. Because nothing screams banquet like setting aside a chamber for heavily armed guests. As it evolves, the crossing showers you with provisions, huge attack and defense boosts, mountains of forge points, and fragments for other prizes. By the time you've dragged it all the way to level 10, it's practically bullying the rest of your city with how powerful it looks. Available from Grand Prize Lane, including Silver and Gold Pass, League Reward, Main Quest Line, Ribbit Retreat, The Frogs Go Quantum. Then comes the Ribbit Retreat, a cozy 4x2 plot of land that doesn't even need a road. In its basic form, it hands out solid boosts, supplies, and forge points. Cute. But use an Ascension Kit, and suddenly it becomes the Ascended Ribbit Retreat, a frog palace spitting out quantum coins, quantum supplies, and even quantum units at the start of invasions. Who knew amphibians were sitting on the secrets of quantum warfare? Available from Silver Pass, Bard's Bazaar. Nomad's Nook, small but sassy. Next up, the Nomad's Nook, a 3x3 building with no need for roads, just attitude. On its own, it hands out respectable boosts, a handful of provisions, some forge points and ranged units of the next age. But once you ascend it, The ascended Nomad's Nook doubles down with stronger boosts, piles of resources, and a squad of ranged units from the next age. The Nomads finally unpack their bows and decide to stick around. Available from Gold Pass and Bard's Bazaar. Soakhaven Lodge, Gold League Flex. Exclusive to the Gold League, the Soakhaven Lodge is a 5x4 building built purely to make your neighbors jealous. It delivers massive boosts and daily forge points, plus fragments for the coveted golden selection kit of the Mercantile Way Station. If you see someone with this, you know they basically clicked their way into oblivion to get there. Raftway Harbor, the town completion prize. At the end of the banquet town, press the next banquet button and the chests will appear. The first chest is free, but the others cost gemstones, and the price increases with each one you open. If you choose to open all the chests at once, you get a discount, and as a bonus, you'll also receive an upgrade kit for the Raftway Harbor. This 3x4 building, with a street connection, because apparently harbors in Forge of Empires need roads for the carts, starts out decent at level 1, offering useful boosts and forge points. But once upgraded to level 2, each collection has a chance to spit out fragments for Everblossom Fiore Village upgrade kit or fragments of Finnish special production. Basically, it's a medieval slot machine by the sea, only instead of coins, you're gambling for event architecture. The Fiore Villages, Evergreen, Everbloom, Everblossom. The beloved Fiore Village returns, but now it comes with upgrade kits that branch into 3 versions. Evergreen Fiore Village, a 4x6 road, connected village with solid boosts, coins, forge points, goods, population. Practical, green, and dependable. Everbloom, Fiore Village, also 4x6 but road free and far stronger. Its boosts climb higher and it rains down resources, forge points, goods, and it has a rare military room. It's basically the deluxe floral edition. Everblossom Fiore Village, the ultimate form with ridiculous boosts and daily outputs that border on parity. Forge points, provisions, goods, units, it can produce it. This village definitely does, while looking fabulous. Together they turn your city into a botanical arms race. The Fiore Village kits drop from just about everywhere in this event. Except your mailbox, sadly. You'll find them along the Grand Prize Lane. And yes, that includes both the Silver and Gold Pass tracks, because Inno never misses a chance to remind you there's a premium option. Then there are the league rewards, so if you're competitive, or just lucky, you can snatch extra kits there too. Once your Raftway Harbor hits level 2, it joins the fun by producing kits as part of its daily output, because nothing says harbor quite like spitting out pieces of a village. And if somehow you still don't have a Fiore Village in your city, you can even buy kits with sacred seals in Bard's Bazaar. It's basically Inno's way of saying, don't worry, we'll find a way to sell it to you eventually. The Eternal Market, Golden Horizon, IKEA of Doom. Another headline prize is the Eternal Market, a sprawling 6x6 structure built entirely out of fragments. You'll need 1,000 fragments to finish it, so yes, it's basically an IKEA project with even more swearing. The Golden Horizon version delivers massive boosts, huge provisions, and enough forge points daily to make your guildmates suspicious. Historical Allies Collectible Legends. And finally, the Stars of History. Shajar al-Dur, Egypt's first female sultana, conqueror of crusaders, and dynasty builder. In-game, she starts with 3% boosts at level 1, which scale higher as you upgrade her. Even digital, she commands respect. Saladin, Sultan of Egypt and Syria, victor at Hattin, and bane of the Crusader states. Also begins with 3 25% boosts, which climb with upgrades. a legendary tactician now reduced to a buff in your city. Together, these allies bring real history into your banquet, though I'm not sure either of them imagined their legacy would involve being summoned into a fur coat baron spreadsheet festival. Strategies and daily play for the Fellowship event. The Fellowship event isn't just about clicking until your mouse cries. There are actual strategies here, whether you want to coast, grind, or go full try-hard. Let's break it down. 1. Raftway Harbour. The fast track. For players who'd rather binge Netflix than live inside Foe, Raftway Harbour is the easy lane. Complete 7 towns, open the end of town chests, and call it a day. Overseer upgrades? Keep them lazy. Only bump Banquet and Carriage to level 2, the rest stay at level 1. Result? You walk away with about 3.5 harbours guaranteed, maybe more if RNG is kind. Downside? No Mercantile Crossing, no allies. But hey, you didn't sign up for a digital second job anyway. 2. Mercantile Crossing, the full package. This is for the grinders who believe sleep is optional. You'll need 15 towns, roughly 1 every day and a half, and enough gemstones to fully open the chests in at least 2 of them. The rewards make it worth it. A maxed out Mercantile Crossing, the crown jewel of the event. At least 1 Raftway Harbour. A decent pile of ally fragments. A truckload of event building upgrades. It's the most balanced option. Steady grind, strong payoff. 3. Leagues. The endurance run. Here's where masochists thrive. To hit Gold League, expect 24-26 towns, more than 1 a day. Yes, you'll question your life choices around town number 18, but Gold rewards don't earn themselves. Pro tip: Silver League rewards are basically bronze in a fancier wrapper. So unless you're sprinting for gold, don't bother. Otherwise, enjoy bragging rights, a digital medal, and the satisfaction of knowing your free time is officially gone. Common mistakes to avoid. Even veterans trip up here. Avoid these unless you like suffering. Ignoring carriage upgrades. Nothing's funnier than watching everything bottleneck because your cart moves slower than a snail. Unbalanced overseers. 1 weakling in the chain, and boom, production flatlines. Wasting accelerations. Don't waste them unless they actually net you a grand prize. Otherwise, you're just speedrunning to nowhere. Blowing sacred seals too early, yes, that shiny trinket in the bazaar looks tempting, but save them for the real premium stuff. The daily checklist. A few minutes each day keeps your towns alive and your sanity intact. Collect your 120 gemstones. Free money. Don't forget it. Complete the daily challenge. Because Inno said so. Use the max checkbox. Clicking 1 button beats spamming 50. Keep overseers balanced. Nobody likes the 1 co-worker slowing down the whole team. And that wraps up the Fellowship event guide. 3 paths, plenty of rewards, and more than enough ways to mess it up if you're not careful. With a daily checklist and a bit of planning, you can make it through without rage quitting. If you enjoyed this breakdown, leave a like, share your own strategies in the comments, and subscribe for more. Because let's face it, the only real grand prize here is building a community that actually survives Inno's events together.